Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. The Fleetwood Mac Stevie Nicks remix. Rock on, go, this woman. That kind of like went from here all the way down into Stevie. Oh my Lord, I'm losing this fan. Are these fans not fantastic? I went to my post office box last night and somebody had sent these to me. I don't know who sent them to me, but thank you. I'm like forever indebted. This is like the most perfect Peter Monn fan ever. It is so glam, it is so extra, and it is gold, and I love anything gold. So I was gonna make another Toddy video today, but I was sitting around and I just was waiting for her to pick me up in her Mercedes for lunch. That never happened. So I was a little sad about that. If you don't know what that's about, go find out. So anyway, I had been planning to do this Gigi video for the last couple days, and I had already done my investigations, as many drama channels like to think that they're investigative reporters of the world. Deep Throat. No, we're not. We're drama channels, okay? Know what you are, know your place in the world, and the things in the world will work out much better. But I was thinking actually about this last night, and two things that always happen whenever I do a Gigi video. And the first one is the reason why I'm making the video today. And the second one is just kind of some commentary I have towards the world, a learning experience, so to speak. And the first one is that people always comment, Gigi's done with YouTube. She's not interested in YouTube anymore. She barely ever posts. She barely ever posts. She doesn't post anymore. She barely ever posts. That's what they always say, right? And I was like, okay, so I want to go in and I want to see if this is true. Now, if you've watched my past 25,000 videos on Gigi, you know that I have been a long-time fan of Gigi Gorgeous, okay? I found her literally on her very first video, fast-forwarding the makeup tutorial, which I watched again today because I went back and I was doing some deep investigations. And so I was going back and I was watching some of her videos, and you know, what's interesting is that she has changed a lot in the way that she does content, but in some ways she hasn't changed either, you know? And so it was interesting to me as somebody that has, you know, said that she's been problematic and that this is a problem and whatever to go back. And it kind of like to some degree helped me fall back in love with Gigi again. I don't know. So anyway, if you've fallen out of love with Gigi or you find her to be problematic or she just doesn't seem to care anymore, go watch her old videos and trust me, you'll kind of like fall back in love with her again. And that's kind of what happened a little bit today, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Is Gigi Gorgeous done with YouTube? Because a lot of people are saying that. And I'm not going to just talk about Gigi, so stay tuned. But the second thing I wanted to say is that every time I do a Gigi Gorgeous video, okay, every single time, I get videos about my voice. People always say things about my voice, which I've addressed in an entire video saying something, called something about my, I can't remember, let's talk about my voice or something like that. You can go check it out. That's what I have to say about my voice. And the second thing is, you know, people will say things like, oh, you gay old man, or this or that. And what's interesting to me is that it's always from gay men in the LGBT community. And, you know, I think that's really sad. And last night, I'm a huge fan of Johnny McGovern and Hey Queen. Do you guys watch that show? Oh! If you don't know what it is, go check it out. His channel's called Hey Queen. And he interviews a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race queens and just a lot of people in the LGBTQ community. He's also done a lot of YouTubers and things like that. And he did an interview with Candace Kane and Lena Bradford. And, you know, they are two just absolutely gorgeous women. They're also trans activists. And, you know, their just perspective of the world is phenomenal. And I fell in love with Candace Kane 20-some years ago when she won Miss Continental, and I'll never forget it. And, you know, I followed her career ever since then at Wigstock and everything else. Lena Bradford, DJ, you know, Supreme within like the whole like New York City scene. So go check out the interview, it's fantastic. But at one point they were talking about, you know, like infighting within the LGBT community. And Lena Bradford says in there, she says, you know, when we fight and we don't support each other, even if we don't see eye to eye, what we're telling the rest of the world, what we're telling the rest of the homophobes out there and the transphobes out there and stuff is that we can't even get our shit together in our own community. Why should they respect us? And I say amen to that, Lena Bradford. I think that we need to be supporting each other within the LGBT community, you know, and stop all of this bickering. So if you don't like my voice and you do not like that I'm this gay old man and whatever, I respect that, okay? I totally respect your opinion. But in the public eye, think about this, that when you want respect from the rest of the world, how you're portraying yourself as a member of the community. Because I think that a lot. Listen, there's a lot of people out there that I do not care for within my own community, but I don't go out there and make a public opinion about it because, listen, we need to stand together as brothers and sisters against, you know, all of this hatred that's out there. And the straight allies that we have today are just, I mean, phenomenal, right? So, you know, that makes me sad when I do a Gigi Gorgeous video, and that's what comes on here. So I'm sorry to go on for that for 3 minutes, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't anger me. It makes me sad, right? And, you know, I was so blessed to come out at a time that we were on the heels of the AIDS epidemic, and, you know, the whole gay community at that time was very much aligned together, you know, because we were being criticized by the entire world. And, you know, I've always tried to pay homage to my brothers and sisters that, you know, paved the road before me so that I can sit on this video today and people can actually watch it as a gay man that is married to my husband legally in the Midwest. Like, that's a pretty big deal from where I came from. So, you know, love me, hate me, but I just had to put that out there in the world. So anyway, I went in and I went and looked at Gigi's videos for the last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, okay? And in February, she posted 6 videos. And what's interesting that I noticed about her trend of when she posts, I have every date of when she posted her videos. She posted on the 28th, the 21st, the 8th, the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, she posted very heavy. And then the rest of the month, there was really no consistency to it. In January, she posted on the 8th, and then she posted the 22nd, 23rd, and 29th. Now, in December, which is interesting to me, because this told me that she could really give a rat's ass about the money, and that's what a lot of people say, that like, you know, oh, it's about a money thing for Gigi, which I've never really gotten that from Gigi, that she cares about the YouTube money. I really haven't. Now, I will tell you in November, what's interesting is that historically, November and December on YouTube are big AdSense months, okay? If you're gonna make some money on YouTube, it's in November and December. In November, she posted more videos than she posted in the rest of the year, and that was 8, okay? But in December, she only posted 4 videos. She posted on the 5th, the 12th, the 18th, and the 28th. So it wasn't like she had some kind of system and plan. And then in October, she posted 5 videos, and in September, she posted 4 videos. So at first, I was watching this, and I was like, girl, she ain't posted no more. She don't care about this. She don't care about me. Gigi don't care about me. She ain't pulling up in her car to pick me up for lunch, Toddy. I love when other drama channels throw shade at me. I'm like, girl, come on now. You think I'm sitting around here waiting for Miss Toddy to pick me up in her Mercedes? As if. That's a 2,000-mile drive. Come on now. I ain't that stupid. Anyway, but stop putting out false information, because when you say in a drama video, everybody's like, what is he talking about? When you put in a drama video that the majority of the comments were negative and did not align with the person that made the video, and I went in and I counted them and I read them and I looked at the likes and dislikes, and that was a flat out lie. So your channel's lies is what it is, but kind of always has been. So anyway, I went in and I looked at historically at Gigi's videos, right? And what was so interesting to me in there was that she never really has posted a whole lot more than that. She hasn't. And her posts have kind of been like all over the place, just like it is in the last year, you know? She'll post like on the 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then not till the 18th. I mean, it's always been like that from year 1, you guys. And so there's no truth to the fact that if you gauge it on the timing of when Gigi like posts videos or how many videos she's posted, she's never been a channel that posts, you know, like 30 videos a month like me. I mean, she just isn't, you know? So if you like daily content, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you find out when all my videos come up daily. And if you think I'm even a little bit entertaining, maybe like this video because I'm extra. Read all about it. So anyway, But it got me thinking a little bit. And then, then I was looking at her content, and it was interesting because, like, in September and October, I did, like, a couple Gigi videos and talked about how problematic she was and all this kind of stuff, right? And that was when she did, like, I wore Walmart for a week, and she'd gotten back from Dubai, and, all the trouble that she'd gotten herself into. Well, what's interesting to me is, like, if you go in there, like, her last, like, 5 videos, other than the one where she had Tyler Henry in it, you children came for this one. Oh my lord, you guys were not happy with me about talking about Tyler Henry. Listen, okay? This one's psychic all day long. If you want me to scribble on a pad and predict your future for $200, call me up. I'm here all day long. If you don't believe I'm psychic, just go watch my Christine and Elijah video from yesterday, because I predicted that shit months ago. So anyway, no, but, a lot of people really, really enjoyed that video. And it wasn't a problematic video. Let's just be for real. It wasn't. And her last 4 or 5 videos have not been problematic. And I think she's kind of trying to, come out again and say, like, hey, I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to do the same things I was doing before. But here's the question. And I was talking about her documentary, This Is Everything, in my live stream the other night. And I also talked about it on my vlog. That documentary, whether you like Gigi or you don't like her, that documentary was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal, okay? I mean, Gigi's This Is Everything documentary was incredible. It just was really well done. It felt very contemporary and modern to me of the telling of her story. It was not low rent. It was high budget, it felt. It just was done very, very well. And I loved it. I watched it in the hotel room in Miami, and I can remember I got YouTube Red just to watch it, and I was so excited. And it was really, really worth it, But here's the deal. When you've done major campaigns like Gigi has, and you've been super successful on YouTube, and you have a girlfriend that you're very much in love with, and, you're traveling around the world, and, your family is supportive of you, and you've been in a documentary, and, I don't know for you, but I personally can't, and maybe this is her dream, I don't know, but I personally can't really see Gigi doing, like, any kind of, like, movie roles. I just can't, like a dramatic role or a comedic role. I struggle seeing her do that. So at that point, then it's like kind of, well, what's next? Like, what is she gonna do next? Girl, call me up. Oh my lord. I guess I'm confused my, bye Felicia. So anyway, call me up. I'll tell you what to do. I was going to snap, but I didn't. First of all, you need to write a book, okay? And then second of all, I'm going to tell you what I would love personally to see from Gigi is a vlog channel. And I would love to see her vlog on a daily basis, even if it's only 3 minutes, okay? It's not like she don't have 15 yahoos sitting around her house and she could do this stuff, right? But it's like at some point you kind of have to reinvent yourself on YouTube. If y'all think I'm going to be sitting in a chair from now, 15 years from now, flipping fans and all this kind of stuff, wearing a hat backwards, I hope I still have hair. My God, everybody thinks I'm the oldest man on YouTube as it is. But anyway, no, I'm going to switch my gig up a little bit from time to time. Why wouldn't I? It gets boring for me. It gets boring for you. That's what we got to do. We got to constantly reinvent ourselves, right? So, it's like that, and there's, I think, a fear in it. It's like a lot of people say to me, like, God, I'm so tired of your intro. But if a lot of people still say, I love your intro. So the fear in that is if I switch up my intro, those people will be like, I miss your intro, right? And so where do you make people happy? And the truth is, you have to do what makes you happy. So, maybe Gigi is in this situation right now where she's trying to figure out what makes her happy. What does she want to do on YouTube? I personally, because I have to say this, I have followed her from the very beginning. I have followed her to the hauls and the favorites and all that kind of stuff, and that's what I loved about her from back. I watched The Avenue back in the day. I ate that shit up, okay? Loved it. Watched her have lunch with Trisha at the Ivy and all the kind of stuff. I've watched her for years and years and years. But I really never, other than the documentary, got to see the in and out daily life of Gigi, and I think I would like to see that. I think that might be really entertaining to me. And it's not like if she started a vlog channel tomorrow, we all know, okay? 1 million subscribers overnight. We know that. She would, right? But I think that would be really interesting. Are you guys not a little bit interested in the life of Gigi and Nats? I mean, and where they go, and the fantastic hotels they stay in, and where they try. I mean, that would be interesting to me. And Nats' life alone would be interesting to me. I mean, can you even imagine? So I would like to see a vlog channel, and I'm sure she is going to work on a book at some point, and I'm sure she'll release it, and it'll be fantastic. Does she have a book? I don't think she has a book out yet. So anyway, if she has a book out and I'm wrong, leave it in the comment section below. But am I like, hey, I haven't taken that ginkgo biloba stuff, but it ain't helping with my memory, not one bit. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to say was that I've kind of noticed, though, a trend that a lot of the YouTubers that I love are not posting in the way that they used to post, you know? And I went in, and it's a lot of YouTubers, you guys. Like, one of the reasons why I originally started YouTube to begin with was Will and RJ at Shep689, and I still adore them. And they were the first daily vloggers that I ever watched, and they vlogged every day for, I think, 6 or 7 years, and I watched every, I want to say episode, but that's how I felt. I watched every video that they put out. I could not wait for them to post it in the afternoon, you know, and like Mark Miller and Ethan Hefco that are from Indiana, and I follow them because I know a lot of people that are friends with them, and so when they were coming from Indiana, I was like, oh my god, there's a YouTuber from Indiana, you know, and they don't post the way that they used to. Will and RJ, they hardly ever post anymore, and I know that people get jobs, and I know that people kind of, you know, move on, and they don't get as interested as they did in the old things, you know. It's like Michael Buckley. I'll never understand what happened with Michael Buckley, and I wish him all the best. I think he's probably one of the nicest guys, but you know, like, it doesn't, I don't understand. I mean, he was getting 10 million views for doing pop culture, you know, entertainment stuff, and then one day he just walked away from it. Like, you know, it's interesting to me when you look at YouTube as an entertainment factor, okay? And it's like, it isn't just about getting on here and getting a subscriber count. It's about doing something that you love and doing something that you're passionate about. And maybe it's like, well, I'm not going to do it when I'm not passionate about it anymore. And I totally understand that, okay? But it's like, if you think about it as a career, because some of these people have been on there as long as I worked, you know, in careers in my life, right? And so when you think about it that way, and you think about like movie stars that like worked for years and years and years, some of them do walk away from it. Some of them are like, enough is enough already. You know, like the guy that played Jake in 16 Candles. No, he's making furniture up in Minnesota or Pennsylvania or somewhere, you know. Deborah Winger, that was in Terms of Endearment. She just, after 20 years, came back and, like, you know, made some kind of, I don't know, short, it was stupid. It was on Netflix. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to see that show, okay? She needs to go back and make Terms of Endearment too, but we can't do that because she died already. So anyway, but you know, like, a lot of these actors do walk away, but most of them don't. Most of them take 6 months off or sabbatical. So maybe some of these YouTubers need to say, we're not going to make a video for 6 months. We're going to go do our own thing. Like, when I was watching Mark's latest video, like, they're doing a documentary. Like, so that makes sense to me. Like, they're building their channel and they're going to start doing more documentaries. And I know that, like, you know, Will and RJ have gotten, like, real jobs, and RJ's doing a lot of activism and things like that. So it makes sense that their careers have grown into something else. But what's so sad to me, as a lover and an Uber fan, 2 weeks, Ultra Miami, 2 weeks, as an Uber fan of YouTube, okay, is that I get so engaged with these YouTubers. Like, I have relationships with them just like I had with the cast of Lost, you know, or Roseanne. Thank God they're coming back, you know. But back in the day, that was like my kitchen, you know what I mean? Like, that was where I came home every day. Little House on the Prairie, you know, all of it, Love Boat. And so one day, just for it to end without, like, having any kind of explanation on what's going on is really hard on this end of the camera. You know, when you're not this end, because I'm sitting over here filming, obviously, but you guys are like, bye, Felicia. I hate that. That is so played out, right? You shouldn't have put that. I mean, I love this fan, but we shouldn't have put that on a fan, right? But I am kind of. So anyway, I mean, but the thing is it's like, why do these YouTubers just walk away? Like, why don't they reinvent themselves or use their channel, you know, as, I don't know, like, inspiration to do something else? Or why don't they, I mean, you just have this dead channel just sitting there, and I'm like, it just, I don't get it. Like, I do not understand it for the life of me when there are so many people out there that are trying desperately to build their YouTube channels that just have no way to get anybody to watch their channel, their videos and their channels. And other people just completely walk away. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. None. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm just baffled by all of it. At least come on video and say I'm done making videos. I ain't making videos no more. Hate me, love me, but I'm not making videos anymore. Or I'm going to leave my channel up, and I may come back, you know, in a year and whatever. And, you know, we're still waiting for, I don't know, you know, some of those people out there like Michelle Phan. Girl, she ain't coming back. Why would she? So anyway, that's just kind of my 2 cents about all that. What do you guys think? Do you have YouTuber? I think not. Did you have YouTubers that you guys used to watch back in the day that just disappeared off the face of the earth? Back in the day, I used to watch these guys, true story, called Brian and Daniel. I think they broke up, but they were like on some gay collab channel, and then they had their own channel, and they were on it with Miles J, and that's how I found Miles J to begin with. And I used to watch like every video they posted, and then just poof, one day they didn't post videos anymore, and I was like, where did you go? What happened? Listen, it's what happened to our high school when Misty stopped giving. Well, we already know about Misty. So anyway, she's up with people now. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.